What's up, guys? This is Young Shot here back here today to give you guys another video. I'm following here. My guest today, Realist.
What's up, everybody?
Alright, and we're going to basically be doing the buying and selling of the NBA draft and all the lottery teams. According to the mock draft that I pulled up from DraftExpress, that's probably the most credible. Do you think it's the most credible?
Mock drafts are mock drafts to me. As long as it's nothing, crazy, I think a mock draft's a mock draft.
Right. Alright, so let us begin. I also had to do some research on the contracts from Lakers and the Magic. You suggested it, so we can make more better arguments later on. So let me go to the first person. We all know who's going to be the first person, and we just got news today about him. Markelle Fultz possibly going to the Celtics. Are you buying or selling that pick?
I'm gonna sell. If I'm the Celtics, I feel like your time is kind of now. At least to start, building a team to contend with the Cavaliers and play it out, and hopefully within the next 3 years you could beat them. So if I'm the Celtics, I'm selling the pick. I don't think Fultz in 3 years will be the guy that will be able to lead them in the East. I don't think he'll be ready for that yet. So if I'm the Celtics, I'm looking to sell that pick. I get in contact with Chicago and see if I can get Jimmy Butler. I think that's what I think.
And for me, I feel the Celtics should sell the pick. Their intention is to win now. I don't see why they would keep all those young players there. They obviously want to compete with the Cavs. They could also go into that direction of rebuilding if they want to, but I feel like their team is just too good and could compete, or could have more pieces to compete with the Cavs. They have enough assets to basically get somebody, say, has Jimmy Butler or Paul George, or even Gordon, or you can even wait for free agency and get Gordon Hayward. And it's basically, if they have Fultz on the team, it would improve the guard play between Isaiah Thomas and Fultz, who Isaiah Thomas on his final year of his contract. Going into next season. And the Celtics basically have to face the contract issue where they have to either extend them or just basically let them walk. So, in my opinion, if they want to win now, the team that they have set in place with Al Horford, Isaiah Thomas, possibly a person like Jimmy Butler or Gordon Hayward, and a bunch of role players, a bunch of bench players, or a bunch of young players such as Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Terry Rozier. I think what they should do is basically start selling that pick. So try to trade that pick away, and see if they can actually have people or have players that would be willing to join their team and try to compete against the Cavaliers. That's how I feel about it. I don't think they should buy into getting mostly.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely the number one pick, but not for the Celtics.
Plus, the Nets basically just scammed artists. Just basically got scammed.
That they did. That they did.
Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next team. The next team that's be willing to pick would be the Los Angeles Lakers, and they said the second player to be taken will be Lonzo Ball. Now, there's been a lot of news about Lonzo Ball, possibly getting passed by the Lakers. Lakers not 100% on him due to the fact that they don't deem him as a star off on court, and then off court mostly because his people that surround him, aka his father, who's pretty much making a lot of controversy in the media these days. So, how do you think about Lonzo Ball? Do you sell a pass if you're the Los Angeles Lakers?
If I'm the Lakers, I buy it. I take Lonzo Ball with the number 2 pick. I've said this ever since the lottery and they got the 2nd pick. This is tailor made for Lonzo Ball, the kid from California, Los Angeles area, to play where he wants to play and try to turn the franchise around. And I would just buy into this pick. I'm taking this kid. He brings marketing value for you in, a big market like the Lakers. I just take him, and I think he's going to be a good player in the league. And if you're not going to take him, you do one thing with the pick: get on the phone, call up the Pacers, get Paul George.
Do you feel? I know this is like my part, or basically my part. Do you feel like if the Lakers would pass Lonzo, what player do you think would they get up next to basically take for number 2? If they say not trading that pick.
I mean, it's weird because they're one of those teams where Russell's a point guard, or a guard. So, do they need a guard because they have Clarkson and Randall? I said Randall, Clarkson and Russell, Clarkson and Russell. And then, do they need a small forward? They got Brandon Ingram. Do they need a power forward? They got Julius Randle. Center, Zubac. So, I mean, the weakest position to me out of those 4 is probably Zubac, but I mean, there's no centers, I don't think, worth that value.
Right.
So you kind of just take the best player available. So, I mean, I guess if it's not Ball,
maybe the next person.
Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson.
All right, so on my take on the Lakers, I feel like if the Lakers do get Lonzo Ball, I think they run the risk of obviously giving up a young, talented backcourt that we know will be good in later years or later part of the year. We just don't know how good, but we know they're going to be. We know that they should be in the NBA, and we know that they should be starting. I feel Russell has shown abilities to put the ball in the basket plenty of times through his rookie season and also his sophomore year. Pretty much he shows it at the flashes at the 2, basically playing a combo guard 2, given his 6'5" frame. Pretty much he can play better off the ball. Basically have better chance to get a shot off without the ball, and basically play within the offense, somewhat like a Klay Thompson. He's not a shooter like Klay, but he can basically score and put the ball in the basket and have many ways of also bringing up the ball at the court, being a playmaker as well. For Clarkson, again, he's another attack and scoring point guard, but he's shown abilities to play it as well. So I think getting Lonzo Ball would detriment that chance. But again, if I was the Lakers, I would think about buying and see what I can do to move Jordan Clarkson, being the odd man out, even though he has the max contract, or he didn't get a max, but he pretty much got a huge contract, and he's going to be staying there for an extra 3 years. Why not try to sell him and see if you can find another team that will take him? Because I think Lonzo and Russell will work better. Thinking about it, it would be a 6'6" frame point guard with a 6'5" shooting guard, and pretty much you have Brandon Ingram, who's yet to develop, but pretty much had a promising first year. Randall, who's still there, and still got other players like Nance and Zubac. Why not add Lonzo Ball to that mix and possibly wait for Paul George later on for next year, knowing that they will have Lonzo Ball locked up and knowing that Paul George is a definite lead from Indiana. Well, it's not 100%, but again, it's most likely going to happen with no All-NBA, and Pacers can't really offer Paul George a max contract. So, all right, so the next team that we have up will be the Philadelphia 76ers, and the projected pick will be Josh Jackson from Kansas. Do you feel the Sixers will take Josh Jackson? Are you buying or selling?
I'm 100% selling. Just because of the fact I don't think they need another player on their team who hasn't proven to consistently have a jump shot. I feel like once again this is where the Sixers usually end up in the spot where the position they need, which is now the point guard, will most likely not be available for them at pick 3. I think that once again strikes them. They were in the situation when they needed Jabari Parker or Wiggins a few years back. They were the odd team out, and they had to take Joel Embiid. Obviously, Joel Embiid turned out to be a really good player, but at the end of the day, they were the odd team out. And I feel like they're in that situation once again. I feel like they can't take Josh Jackson. But I don't know what they take, because they need a point guard who's willing to play off the ball. Because they've pretty much said Ben Simmons is going to be their point forward, their Giannis, LeBron type role. That's what they see in Ben Simmons. And they need a point guard who could probably handle the ball a little and play off the ball and shoot. Or they could use a shooting guard who could play off the ball, like a Malik Monk. But you don't waste the 3rd pick on a Malik Monk.
Absolutely.
I think I trade it with maybe Sacramento
to drop down and get into the area of Fox, Monk, and Dennis Smith.
Yeah, that's what I do. But I don't even look for Fox, because I feel like Fox is a guy who can't shoot. He hasn't proven to hit a jump shot consistently.
Right.
I feel like you want to drop to maybe that Dennis Smith or Malik Monk spot at 5 and take one of them, and let the Kings move up and take one of the small forwards there maybe.
So with me, they have inquiries about the Sixers possibly trading that 3rd pick. Again, it could be a smoke screen. But if I was the Sixers, like you said, I would probably look for a point guard or a shooting guard that can shoot and play the same way, or basically play without the ball. Somebody that can just be a spot up shooting, or even have some times where he can run from down or score for himself. If Ben Simmons says out of the game, pretty much don't want to do point guard duties or be the primary ball handler. So I think the Sixers possibly moving up and possibly moving to the 2nd pick could help. But I'm pretty sure the Lakers not trading that. Obviously, so I think the Sixers should sell. I don't think they should get Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson wouldn't be a good pick for them, because where is he going to play? Mostly, the Sixers have Robert Covington on contract, I believe. They got a whole bunch of small forwards and forwards that's playing for Sharp Holmes, playing for Arsenal 4 and 5. There's not going to be a lot of space for Josh Jackson. Somehow moves to the shooting guard, playing 6 shooting guard. I don't see it happening. what I do see is the Sixers selling that pick, going down, dropping down, and getting some value possibly. Probably like a point guard. If they do say trade down, or just trade away the pick for another player, whoever is basically selling a point guard or shooting guard, I think will be the best move. Basically, just dropping down, like you said, to that 6, 7, 8 spot, and pretty much getting to that point where they can pick a point guard or a shooting guard, such as and not Fox, but like pretty much like Monk, or Nitalini, or I already said Monk, right?
Yeah.
Dennis Smith Jr. or somebody that's below them. I think they can really take them and improve their team a little bit better, especially better playmaking, somebody can put the ball in the basket. Hey guys, that's the end of the video right there. Pretty much we gonna do throughout the whole lottery, like I said at the beginning of the video, but I'm gonna be splitting it down in parts. This is gonna be the first part of the video of me talking about buying or selling with realists. So make sure to check out part 2 and part 3 of this video as we break it down, going all the way to the Heat's pick. If you guys like the channel, please leave a thumbs up, and also if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We have plenty to talk about as the draft day come up, and also don't miss the NBA Finals stream that will be up tomorrow, as I do a breakdown of the game as soon as I see it. Every finals game that appears on this channel or basically comes up during the day. Also, if you guys are new, as I said, subscribe, and also check out my Twitch. I'll be twitching games almost every day. Again, I can't promise you every day, but when you do, you can get a notification. Just subscribe or basically follow my Twitch whenever you want. You can see me play Pro-Am or any other game such as Friday the 13th and everything else. Well, I'm out. Peace out, everybody. This is Young Shot. I fais adieu.